Alright guys, we are back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and we got the Mythic trailer, so let's just head right in. I have no idea who it's going to be. I clicked on the thumbnail ASAP. I didn't read the text. I looked at the thumbnail just barely enough to see, like, what I had to click on. Alright, Earth Dragon King, is this not Medeus? Yes, it is Medeus. Okay, so Medeus is going to be our next Mythic hero. He's a special slot Darkness Mythic that grants the attack blessing. Okay. Interesting. Now, let me tell you guys, this guy is going to have to be cracked beyond belief if he's even going to compete as a Darkness Mythic. We already have Not, and we already have Triandra, and I feel like those are just perfectly designed Mythic heroes. There's not really much need to improve on them. So this guy is going to have to be something else if he's even going to see use. Okay, he's a colorless breath infantry type. Drawn by Daisuke Iizuka. Shoutouts to the homie. Well, actually, I guess that makes sense, right? Because Daisuke Iizuka was the main artist for Shadow Dragon and New Mystery. Okay, so Shadow Breath. We got here 16 might and 1 range. Grants attack up 3. At the start of the turn, grants attack and res up 6. And on guard, okay. To unit and allies in 2 spaces a unit for 1 turn. Bro, on guard? Come on, like, that just reminds me of Tom and Jerry, man. You know there's episodes of Tom and Jerry where Tom would just bust into the room and he has like a rapier in his hand and he'd just scream, on guard. And then him and Jerry would have like a fencing match to the death or something. I don't know. That's the first thing that pops into my mind. Alright, sorry for that little ramble, but if the foe initiates combat or if foe's HP is over 75% at the start of combat, inflicts attack and res -6 on the foe during combat, and foe cannot make a follow-up. Also, if foe's range is 2, then he gets adaptive damage. Okay, so what is On Guard? Neutralizes damage outside of combat from skills like Poison Strike and structures like the Bolt Tower, etc., except damage dealt by AoE specials. Wow. Kind of defeats the purpose, huh? Like, I mean, the Bolt Tower, you're not seeing that anywhere besides 8th of Raids. And Poison Strike is niche as all hell. Poison Strike, Savage Blow, people don't really run those. And then we also have Panic, or not Panic, the Pain Staff, which is also quite rare. I guess we have the Serpentine Staff, which is kind of like a upgraded version of the Pain Staff, but even that you don't really see too often. I'm not sure what the purpose of this skill is, to be honest. Like, AoE specials would be the one thing that I could see this being helpful against, and it just doesn't even work against those. So yeah, what a big RIP for a status effect. Well, I guess it works against the Bolt Trap, right? Oh, but then again, he's a defense mythic, so like, I don't know. Maybe like, if you stand on if you stand on the Bolt Trap and you're trying to hurt the enemies, like I've done that a couple of times where the foes may have this really hardcore tank that's +10 and I can't immediately get rid of them. I try to use the Bolt Trap against the foes and do a lot of chip damage to the tank. So I guess this might help against that, but like, where is this going to see value, though? Outside of AR. Like, in Summoner Duels, that's not going to do anything. No one's using AoE damage besides from AoE specials. So, yeah, On Guard, man. What a skill that is. Certainly the second coming of False Start, right? Alright, then we got Glacies. We got Defense and Res Ideal 4. Assured Rebirth. If unit's res is better than foe's res, unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Reduces damage from attacks during combat and from AoE specials by a percentage equal to the number of staff or dragon allies in 3 spaces a unit times 20. And also, if unit's res is better than the foe's res, difference between stats times 4. With a max of 40% and a total max of 60%. Okay. Interesting. So, on his weapon, he has an impact effect where he stops the foe's follow-up, and then he gets a guaranteed follow-up with better res on the B skill. Potentially 60% damage reduction. You just need 1 staff or dragon ally on the team with a very generous radius. 3 spaces is pretty easy. And he's getting possibly 60% DR with that. Also inflicts attack and res -6. On guard, I guess on guard is kind of interesting on that then, because like he does have protection from AoE damage with his B skill. And then he's protected from the bolt tower and all sorts of outside damage. So in order to kill this guy, you actually have to kill this guy. Like, you're going to have to attack him with someone that can beat him, as opposed to using cheap tactics to get rid of him. So I guess that's okay. Then he's got Canto Control 3. Okay, here we go. Canto Control is now a passive. So if foe within 4 spaces of the unit triggers Canto, inflicts Canto Control on that foe. We already know what Canto Control does. We've seen it already on Mikoto. So, yeah, going to be a very nice skill for Aether Raids, of course. Not just Aether Raids, but Summoner Duels as well. Huh. I wonder what the restrictions are going to be on that. Honestly, like this guy, he just looks like Canto Control fodder. They see a skill that they think people are going to want to summon for. They give it to a unit that's probably not going to make the most sales, and kind of reminds me of Legendary Fa, where they just made her to sell that new distant counter skill with Res of 5. Alright, so there they were just showing off Canto Control, I believe. Oh, what is this status effect here? Am I missing something? What is this status effect they're all getting? I'm totally... Wait, hold on. What am I missing? If foe within 4 spaces of the unit triggers Canto, inflicts Canto Control on that foe. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, it's on guard. That's what it was. Okay, so he grants on guard to himself and allies in 2 spaces. Alright. So they decided to make him like an anti-bolt trap unit. That might have been a little bit better if he was an armored unit with save. Because then, like, you could just +10 this guy, give him near save or far save, have him just stand there menacingly, and then you can't even bolt trap him. So how would you be able to kill him that way? I think that's probably what they had to do, make him an armored unit with save. Because him being infantry, that's... I don't know, man. Well, I guess in that regard, he can still grant on guard to allies in 2 spaces. So if you were to run him on a save skill ball, you could give on guard to the save armors, and then they can't get bolt trapped. Or bolt towered either. That... Okay, alright. The more I think about it, he kind of looks nastier and nastier. But that's only for, like, whale territory, though. Only whales are able to field a +10 save ball defense. Everybody else just has to rely on, like, offensive units, and... I don't know, man. Alright, so this is going to be the banner. Medeus is colorless, and he is color sharing with Saint Elamine, as well as Micaiah. Alright, pretty solid. Elamine... You guys already know my take on Elamine. She's obviously a great unit if you summon her, but I never found her to be a necessity. Micaiah is just amazing. She's really good. Alright, so colorless is pretty solid. Then on blue, we've got Ascended Idune, which is pretty cool. Then we have Dimitri, and we also have Julia. On red, we've got Altina, Flavia, and Mirabilis. And on green, we have Hel, Oter, and Thor. Alright, so standout color for sure. Blue and colorless are looking pretty good. Idune is a nice surprise to see on the banner. Yeah, that's about it. Red is a skip for sure. Flavia has a feud skill, but I don't really think people care too much about that. Red feud is not bad, but like... I don't know. I'd rather go for a more consistency skill, if you know what I mean. Oter and Thor are pretty good. Hel is a little bit aged, but she can still get the job done. Green is not bad. It's okay. But I would totally say colorless first, blue second, and then green, and then red. Alright, man, his attack, his artwork is good. All right, and then, of course, we're going to be able to spark if we have a Fey Pass, so that's interesting. I might summon to get a copy of Ascended Idune, because I don't have her yet, and I would like to get her, but let's see here. So, this man, like I said, the more I think about him, the better he seems. Kanto Control, that's really good fodder. I wonder if this is going to be infantry locked. Because for this to be good, you would have to give it to, like, everybody. Or, like, every unit type, so you could just mix and match who you want to give it to. On Garde. Okay, so... yeah, more specifically against the Bolt Tower and the Bolt Trap, this is going to be good on defense teams. So, what do you do about, like, far save Hector and near save Brave Edelgard and stuff if you can't get them with the Bolt Tower? And they're whaled up. They're plus 10. They got crazy skills. God help us all, man. This is just this is whale bait, bro. This is like telling us you got to fight those plus 10 armors and you are going to like it. So, yeah, man. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think about Mythic Medeus. Are you going to be summoning? Are you going to be skipping? I'm going to think about it. I might try to summon for Idune, but I think I'd rather save my orbs for now. We'll see. I'll think about it. But that's all for the Mythic trailer tonight. This is your boy Tacho signing out. So thanks so much for watching, guys. And I will catch y'all again on the flip side.